Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy, and we are back with 4 more plays for today's slate. We have 5 games. We're talking about Tuesday, NBA Cup Day. 5 games. I already said that, but yeah, November 26th, getting closer to Thanksgiving. We got some promos that are starting to drop. It's going to be a fun week. We got Black Friday football. So yeah, we've got 4 plays for you. Before we get started, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop us a comment if you have questions about picks. If you have picks that you're super stoked on, drop those in the comments as well, and we'll develop a community play that we can all get in on. And don't forget to like the video. It's the best way to show us support if you enjoy our channel. We really appreciate it. So yeah, we already have 4 picks that we put out last night. We're getting back to the late night videos. We had to get our schedules sort of in order because it's just a wild part of the year, but we're excited to get back to the late night videos, so be on the lookout for those again. We've got some partners that we want to talk about. Parlay Play, we are partnered up with them. We've been loving everything that they've been offering. Usually give us some pretty solid lines and some good multipliers. I love sticking to the 2-mans or the 4-mans for Parlay Play in particular. If you're interested in signing up, use code BACKDOOR, and they're going to give you a 100% deposit match up to $100 plus a $5 promo slip. And then on top of that, for Parlay Play, we're going to throw in 30 days in our premium Discord. If you want to take advantage of that offer, just sign up, use the code, and then email us at bdfantasysports@gmail.com. Send us your Discord username, your Parlay Play username, and we get an updated list daily. So within 24 hours, we should be able to get you in the Discord as soon as we confirm that the code was used. We're also partnered with Underdog. So code BACKDOOR over at Underdog will get you up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a free pick to help you cash your first slip. And then last but not least, we have officially partnered with Better. Super excited to be teamed up with Better. So right now, if you sign up with Better and you use code BACKDOOR, you'll get a $200 deposit match plus a free pick to help you cash your first slip. And shout out to Skywalker. He left us a comment explaining the 1000X, how to get that done. So hope you're doing well, man. We love Skywalker. Dude is the original homie.
He's our brother in Christ right there.
That's our brother in Christ.
Yes,
yep. But yeah, man, I love that dude. So shout out to him. If you haven't checked out his channel, go check it out. It's awesome. So, all right. So I think that covers the partners. So let's talk about our plays. I'm going to be taking Devin Booker over 25.5 points. Getting this on all the platforms. Feel good about this. I'll break that down. But I'm also going to be taking for my second play today, I'm going with Cam Reddish over 5.5 points and rebounds. I know that his points over 3.5 looks really good. That's like a popular play on Prizepicks. But I want the points and rebounds at 5.5. I'm getting that on all platforms except for Parlay Play. I'm going to keep an eye out, see if that pops up there. If we can get that throughout the video, I'll keep you posted. But for now, getting those on Underdog, Prizepicks, Better. So rolling with that. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, so for me, I'm going to be going with, on Prizepicks, I like Brook Lopez's first half PRA over 9.5 and Rui Hachimura's first half PRA over 8.5. For every other platform, though, they're not doing the first half stuff, so I like Rui Hachimura's full PRA at 16.5. If you guys like that better, I'll explain why you could take that if you don't like first half stuff. And then I'm also taking Brook Lopez's rebounds and assists over 6.5 for the full game for everything else. So that's every other platform, but Prizepicks, I'm going with the first half PRA for both these guys.
All right. Sounds good. Well, let's start breaking it down. Getting us started here with Devin Booker. I like him to go over this 25.5 points. I bounced around. Do I want the full PRA? Looked at the PA for a while, and I decided I'm just going to go straight up points. He's got a soft spot here against the Lakers, 24th in points allowed. And I just think the PA and the PRA, they've got that a little bit inflated to the max of what he typically does on a good outing. They bumped the assists up to, I think it's at 31 and a half. So he would need 6 assists if he gets his points at 26 there for us. So yeah, I'm gonna be taking this. For one, this is his first time playing the Lakers in an NBA Cup setting. He's got Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal are slated to return. So that's part of the reason why I was kind of considering the assists. But still, I think at 6, it's just a little too rich for me. So I'm just going to go with his points alone. He's been putting it together over the last 5 games. That last outing against New York, 33 points, and then only 17 against Orlando. But then back against Minnesota, he went for 44. I just have a really good feeling about him getting this done tonight. KD is slated to return. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of a minutes restriction, because the last thing the Suns want to do is, get him in another situation where he has to miss some games. It's more important for the long haul that they, let KD get back in there. But same with Bradley Beal. So I also think that could draw some attention, defensively off Booker if KD's out there. So I think Booker is going to be the one who does not have any question about a minutes restriction tonight. So 25 and a half points, playing at home against the Lakers, an NBA Cup setting. I like him to get this done. So last time they played the Lakers was on October 28th, and he went for 33 points in that game. That was a great game, 109-105. So I'm loving this. He has been, pretty close to this every time he's matched up with them over the last 5 head-to-head matchups. But obviously some of this is from last year. So the only 2 that we have from this year, he went for 23 in one game, and then he went for 33 the next matchup. Again, though, he hasn't done this in an NBA Cup setting, to my knowledge, unless I'm wrong about what the 28th was. No, that was October 28th. The NBA Cup hadn't even started yet. So yeah, I'm feeling great about this play. It's pretty simple. If we take a look at daily grind, so let's see here. They like his rebounds and assists to go over 9.5. That might be something you want to consider if you don't want to take the points alone. They've got the points assists favored to go over as well. So 50.85% odds to hit the over, minus 122. Might want to consider that, because my narrative is he's got more shooters to pass the ball to, but he's been playing, the more traditional shooting guard role. He's not being the facilitator as much now that we've got Tyus Jones in there. So I think he's looked great in more of a traditional shooting guard role. And so, a lot of times when I'm looking for him to facilitate, when I'm taking his assists or something like that, he's kind of just sitting off to the side. So we'll see how that dynamic changes with Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal back. But they don't like the points at 25 and a half. So go with your gut. They have it at a 50.68% odds to hit the under. I'm going to be going points. I feel good about it. That's where the softest part of the matchup is for him as well. I'll show you the points assists. So the points assist matchup, we've got 24th in points allowed. We've got 11th in assists allowed. It's not like it's that, scary. I'm just if we take a look at his assists, last time he played them, he went for 2 assists. Time before that, both times this year, he went for 4 assists and 2 assists. So I just, and then if we go off the head-to-head and then we look at the last, let's just look at his last 5 games. I know we haven't had, actually, let me check something real quick, and then I'll give you a definitive decision here. Okay, so maybe that's what it is. So last 5 games with Beal and Kevin Durant on the floor, he has been popping off for the assists. 12 assists against Dallas, 9 against Miami. So yeah, 6. So he's gone for 6 or more in 4 out of the last 5 games that he played with them. So, I'm learning something here in real time, but I'm just I'm not sure with the minutes restriction. So you can take the points assists if you want. I've already got the points alone locked in to a couple slips, so I'm going to stick with that. But I might throw that points assists in there because it makes sense. I just don't know what kind of a minutes restriction we're going to see from Kevin Durant in particular. So I think I've said enough about this play. You can go with your gut. Points assists slightly favored over, points slightly favored under. But again, NBA Cup, potential minutes restriction. I'm going to stick with the points. The rebounds assists do look pretty good at 9.5 though. I don't want to take too much longer on this play, but let's just take a look at his rebounds and assists to give you guys a little bit of extra information. So 4th in rebounds allowed, 11th in assists allowed, obviously. He's cleared it once in the last 5, but let's see what he does with Beal and Kevin Durant. It looks pretty juicy. 3 out of his last 5, missed 1 by 1 rebound or assist. So yeah, you've got plenty of options here. That 9.5 rebounds and assists might be worth taking a look. But all right, I've said enough about that. I'm taking the points. You guys can go with your gut. And then let's talk about Cam Reddish. So I know his points alone at 3.5, it seems super juicy. I totally get it. He is, according to NBA.com, he's starting tonight at the shooting guard position. Now, who knows if that ends up being the actual case? That's just what NBA.com has up there. But if we go off of that, his matchup is 14th in points allowed. If we look at the last, let's see, in 2024, what is that, like 10 games? He's cleared that 6 out of 10 games, and then 1 game he missed by 1. So you can go with your gut there if you'd rather just take the points. The reason I want the points rebounds at 5.5 is because I still think that he could clear this on points alone, but he's cleared the points rebounds 7 out of his last 10, and then missed 1 by 1 point or rebound would have been 8 out of his last 10. As far as minutes go, we've seen his minutes get bumped up here a little bit. Averaging 21.3 minutes through 2024. But let's look at the last 5 here. Last 5, about the same, 21.5 minutes, 6.5 rebound chances per game. Obviously, that's kind of inflated by 1 outing against Orlando where he had 9 rebound chances. 1.8 fouls. I don't expect him to get a ton of minutes. Like, we'll be lucky to get 20 minutes tonight. Let's see. Last time they played. Okay, so he wasn't available last time they played. So his last is January 11th. So last time they matched up against the Suns, he wasn't in the equation. I just feel better about the points rebounds because I think he can clear this on points alone. But, he's got multiple outings here where the rebounds did it. So I'm going to be just taking that for, I think he can hit this on points alone, but I want that extra cushion if I can get it. 11th in rebounds allowed to shooting guards. Overall, 19th in rebounds allowed, 21st in points allowed. So yeah, go with your gut. They have him listed as small forward. If he does end up playing that, it's a little bit tougher on points. 4th in points allowed, 17th in rebounds allowed. So it gets a little bit tricky sometimes on like what position, JJ Redick actually decides to start him at, or even have him come off the bench versus what he's listed at. Because a lot of these guys, he'll move around and change the look a little bit. But I'm going points rebounds, so go with your gut. If we take a look at Cam Reddish here, they've got his points favored to go over, 52.18% odds to hit the over, minus 130. Pretty juiced. They expect him to get at least 4 points tonight. The points rebounds are also favored to go over, a little bit less juicy, 50.69% odds to hit the over, minus 123. And everyone that has that favored to go over as well. So you've got some options there. They do not like his points assists. Yeah, the dude like literally never gets assists. So I'm not going with that PRA. I'll just quickly show you his assists. Yeah, he's had 3 games totaling 5 assists in 2024, 5 straight games of no assists. So I like the points rebounds. 1 more bucket will cash it for us. But you can go with your gut. If you guys want to check out Outlier, you can see how helpful it is to help you make these kinds of decisions, especially in the situation with Booker. It's awesome that I can, add what is Booker doing with Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant in the equation. You can look into those specific games. It's awesome. I love this tool. So yeah, they cover matchups, injury reports, which is crucial. AD, by the way, is probable to play. I know he's questionable, and Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant are both listed as probable. But this injury tab is awesome. And then also this insights tab, super helpful. They just point you in the direction of props that they like. Like, for example, they've got this Tyus Jones up here. Tyus Jones has exceeded 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 11 of his last 13 games versus bottom 10 defenses for assists allowed. That's some pretty detailed information there that they're giving you. So something you can consider. That's what Outlier does for you. And then they've got all of these with little notes, and then they just point you in the direction of the prop that they think statistically is looking pretty good to go over or under. You can try this out for free. Just go through the link in the description of the video. They're hooking up all of our viewers with a 7-day free trial. So yeah, you can take advantage of that. You can use this for NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB. They cover a lot of different stuff. So go check that out for free, and I'll pass it over to Jordy.
All right. Yeah. So to get into mine here, I like Brook Lopez's first half PRA I was talking about. I'll show you all these plays here. 9.5 is always kind of like the lucky number. Last year he hit it 52 out of 85 games. This year he's been a little bit more hit or miss. He's only hit it 7 out of 17 so far. This is a great matchup against Miami. 25th in points, 30th in rebounds, and 30th in assists allowed to centers. So Brook's got a nice matchup here. I like it a lot. In the head-to-head, he's hit this 2 out of 3 times and just missed it by 0.5 in another. So I really like this play. I also like his rebounds and assists. So if you guys don't like first half stuff, if you want the full game, he's gone over this in 2 out of 3 matchups as well. And this year he's gone over this 9 out of 17 games. So he's hit it a little bit more. And the matchup's beautiful. 30th in rebounds, 30th in assists to centers. So great matchup for him. If you guys want that, I like both plays. I'm going to be playing both. So I'm really taking both these plays. The first half one, 9.5, is always just like, we call it like the lucky number in the Discord. Like every time it's at 9.5, I always just take it. Either I get burned or he crushes it. And that's just one of the plays I do that with, because I like doing it with that one, and it's always consistent. So it's either always crushing it, and most of the time it hits, but there's sometimes where he just has a bad game. That happens. So if you guys want the full game stuff, the rebounds and assists look just as good to me. So take which one you like there. The rebounds and assists, I'll show you really quickly, are a let's see here, where are they at? They're favored to go over -121. So go with your gut on that one. Take whatever play you like the most. I'm going to be playing both a lot, like I said. So that's going to be that play for Brook. Not too much else to go off of. His first half minutes, I'll show you. He goes for about 16 first half minutes. Sometimes he goes all the way up to 20 if he's having a really good first half. So he definitely gets the minutes in the first half. The full game, he's playing 32 minutes per game. There's sometimes where he's playing up to 40. So I like both plays. Like I said, I think they both look great today. Soft matchup all around. So so going into Rui Hachimura's play now, his first half PRA has just been a wagon since last year. I mean, last year he went over this 42 out of 75 games he played. This year he's 8 out of 11 games. He's just been crushing this. So easy matchup. 21st in points allowed, 19th in rebounds, 18th in assists for him. Great matchup against Phoenix. I think it's going to get a little tougher, obviously, if KD and Beal play tonight. Obviously, they're both really good defenders. So he probably will be guarding KD. I have no idea how that's going to work out, but I think the matchup looks fine. He's getting 16 minutes in the first half. He's just been playing great. He's been doing it a lot in scoring, and he's a really good rebounder as well. So he just does everything really well. For his full game, though, if you're not comfortable with the first half stuff, his full game PRA looks pretty good because the matchup's not bad. This is going to be a really fun competitive game between them and the Suns. I'm excited to watch this game. I can't wait. I'm so stoked that this is the very last game of the night so I can watch the whole thing. But this just looks awesome. And, he's gone this over this 5 out of 11 games. So not as much of a hit rate here. But if you're not comfortable with the first half stuff, I am comfortable taking the full PRA here. But the first half PRA is what I'm really liking the look of. So that's going to be my 2 plays for the full PRA. If we look at Rui here, His full PRA is juiced to go over at a -121 as well, so just a 50-50 shot really. But the first half is really what I'm digging for both of these guys. But I like Brook's full game prop a little bit more than I like Rui, so take that how you will. I am playing that full PRA for Rui on better Underdog and parlay play though, so I'm taking that everywhere else I can get it. So yeah, that's gonna cover my 2 plays. If you guys want to check out this optimizer from Daily Grind, it's awesome. I just built out a CS2 4-man while I was sitting there waiting on Russo to get through his stuff, and I used the DFS optimizer because it's really cool. I'll show you. If you clear all, you can click CS2 and they'll give you all the top plays right here at the board. You know, I'm playing this poly bandana guy for over 28 kills, and that's just, you know, that's in a game. But he's this is a great line, so there's really good value to be had in esports. If you guys are esports fans, dgfantasy.com is an awesome place to help you cash more of those too. I use it all the time for our CS2 plays, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, drop that in the Discord. But if you guys want to check this out, use code backdoor at dgfantasy.com and they'll give you 25% off your first purchase. And it really does pay for itself. It will help you cash more, and it's highly recommended from us for sure. So that is going to cover it all. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Chalkboard is another DFS platform we play on. It's kind of like parlay play, where you have like a whole bunch of alt lines, but they give you really good multipliers, and they give you like 6 specials a day minimum. So if you guys like stuff like Taco Tuesday, they run that like almost every single day over there. So it's pretty wild. Really good platform to play on. So you use code backdoor over there at checkout, and they'll match your first deposit up to $100 as well, and give you a free play to help you cash your first slip. And that's going to cover it all for me.
All right. Well, I gotta say, I've really been enjoying better. Yeah, Chalkboard's awesome. All of these platforms, we've talked about it a lot, but it's like I love that they're kind of having to all compete with each other, which honestly I almost forgot. But someone asked in the comments, I think it's one of the dudes that I've seen him comment before. He seems super cool. Usually puts some interesting, I'm pretty sure I've seen him post some interesting plays in there before as well. But he asked, he said something like, honest question, how does it make sense that like YouTube cappers, which I hate the word cappers, by the way, I don't consider Jordy and I cappers, but he said, how does it make sense that these platforms would be partnering with people who are helping the public win money from them? And so I was like, that's a fair question. Like, so I didn't want to write all this stuff out in the comments, but the truth is, like, yeah, like you're playing on these platforms, and they're over the long haul profiting on the vast majority of people not hitting their slips. But without people playing on their platforms, there's no company at all. So I think that they don't mind partnering up with people that are providing information to help people try to win on these platforms, because it's still drawing people in to actually play on their platform.
Yep.
And I won't even get into all this stuff that I'm imagining that these big companies have as far as like tax write-offs and stuff. If they happen to like have a bad year, it's like they can, like, you know, they're bigger companies. Even the small companies are still pretty big, so they're dealing with a decent amount of volume. So if we were just, you know, a smaller channel, which I still consider us a smaller channel, but if we were a channel that had like, you know, 50 views an episode, they might not be interested. But if we're getting like a couple thousand views per video, to them, it doesn't matter what we're providing. They're just thinking like, oh, this is getting in front of people. So if we work a partnership out with them, it might get more people to sign up. And again, they don't have a business if people aren't playing on their platform. Yep. And you'll notice too, even companies like, if you think it's kind of crazy sounding that people like Jordy and I providing analysis and trying to win on these platforms, if you think that's crazy, they have partnerships with companies like Daily Grind and with, like, you know, what's the other one? Outlier, like companies that are actually using like statistical analysis with AI, like they still, as long as it's bringing more people onto their platform to play, they think that that's worth it over the long haul, because they're just looking for people to sign up and play on their platform, even if those people are helping people win. So
yeah, and we value the integrity of your guys' money too, like, because we play everything we put out, so it's not like we're giving you garbage to try to make you lose money. Because there was actually a company when we first started that tried to offer us a deal that we made money when you guys lost money, and we immediately turned it down, and we were like, I can't even believe that kind of deal exists. So that stuff's crazy. But yeah, we always like we're trying to help you guys win here, because we want to win too. So it's a fun game, you know, it's a game at the end of the day, so don't let it become a serious problem, and let's all have fun with it.
Yeah, you got to be having fun. That's the main thing. And but yeah, Jordy's right. Before we had any partnerships, the first company that reached out to us was like some sort of like online, honestly, kind of like a casino type thing, and they were totally just like, you know, sort of glazing and like, we love your channel, we think you'd be a perfect fit. And we didn't have any partnerships, so at first we were kind of flattered. And then we looked into what it actually does, and they're like, yeah, you guys will make X amount percentage of whatever people lose on our website. And we're like, no way. We're not going to do that. That is not, like, we're not about that. So we're not partnering with anybody. You guys are the most important thing to us. Like without you guys, it's the same thing as those platforms. Without you guys, we don't have a channel. So hope that clears that up a little bit. Before we get out of here, I was going to just show you guys too. I just made this little slip on better. I've got my Booker 25.5 points, Cam Reddish 5.5 points rebounds. They have Dalton Connect on here, which is kind of hard to find on some of these platforms. Dude's been balling. 10.5 points. I figured I'd throw that in there. And then I grabbed that Brook Lopez assists and rebounds. Made a little 4-man there. Shared it to the Discord. Speaking of the Discord, if you guys want to come join us, we do have a really awesome community in here. Really looking forward. NBA Cup days are super fun in the Discord. Every day's fun. But yeah, you know, also Days, my boy Days here. I shared this second half slip last night that was a 6-man on Prizepicks, and he locked it in on Underdog and couldn't get all the plays. So he adjusted Will Dissly from I had his second half fantasy score. He went for the receiving yards instead, and then he couldn't get the 6th play. Mine went like barely. I almost got a 5. I think I maybe got a 5-6 or almost got 5-6. But anyways, he made it into a 5-man in cash. So good for him. But that's happened to me a lot, where I put a play out and they're like, I tweaked your play a little bit in cash. I'm like, great, awesome. But anyways, we almost hit a second half 6-man last night too. Missed it by 1. Sabonis second half didn't get it done, but every other, that was a close one. I haven't even posted that yet. It was just a double up, but we'll take it.
My CS2 6-man I posted last night by 1.
We're so close, man. And our Sunday NFL picks 5-6 as well. It's okay. We're close. It's going to start cashing here. So yeah, if you guys want to come join us, you can take advantage of the Parlay Play promo. Sign up, use code BACKDOOR, email us. You'll get 30 days in the Discord. If you want to just go straight in, you just sign up through Patreon. There's a link in the description. It manages our subscriptions for our Discord. So you sign up there, go into settings. There's a connected apps option in the menu bar, and then you can log right in through Patreon, and they will make sure that you're good to go. So yeah, we appreciate you guys tuning in. If you want to check us out on our socials, we're also on, what is going on here? I'm seeing retweets and stuff. Yeah, we're on X, TikTok, Instagram, and it's just at BackdoorFS on all of those. We've got all of our personal socials in the description as well. So yeah, come say hey to us. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to us. Excited to get into some fun Thanksgiving content here pretty soon. But have a great Tuesday, guys. Good luck, and we'll catch you in the next one.
All right, God bless, guys.